What is going on? Beyond the break here with another week of our latest purchases on eBay. What we've been buying, you ask? A little bit of everything. So it's that type of part of the season where a lot of sports are hot right now. Baseball is picking up steam with September coming around. Playoffs are gearing up. You also have football kicking off this week. You have basketball gearing up a little bit. So when it comes to what time of year to be buying right now, what season to be buying, honestly, we've been just picking up stuff that we like right now. We see a lot of good deals currently on eBay, especially auction style. So if we like it, we put in our max bid. If we win it, we're happy. If we don't, we move on to the next card. But really what we have here is just a hodgepodge of different types of sports right now. Basketball, football, and baseball is really all we focus on. Haven't really gotten into the other sports. It's because I don't know the other sports that well. These are my bread and butters. I do know these sports pretty well, so we kind of stick with that as our strategy when it comes to buying sports cards. Stick with what you know. So with that, our usual rundown of what we've been buying this last week, and then we'll dive into what's gradable and what's not, kind of go through what is, reasons behind why it's not gradable. So here we have Todd Helton Refractor. If you guys follow us a lot, we collect this set as much as we can. We try to grade as much as we can of this set. Recently inducted to the Hall of Fame. Kyrie Irving tie-dye out of 25. This was probably one of our bigger purchases. Just really love the tie-dye look of cards. Don't see them quite often as much in the Panini Prism, but Select, they have him now. And especially with him in the Cavs jersey, just thought it was a good pickup. Luka Doncic, red, white, and blue, so out of Select. Mikal Bridges, been buying a decent amount of him, I think. Just think it's out 99 too from Obsidian. Just think of him on the Knicks now. She's going to get a little bit more recognition there. Here's a nice Chauncey Billups refractor out of the Bowman's Best Set. We have a Rasheed Wallace Topps Finest out of 249. This is from 2005 set. A Tom Brady Straight Fire Mosaic Silver from 2021. Chris Paul out of 15 from the 2021-2020 Panini Mosaic set. His market is super cheap. I can't believe this compared to what I bought for that Kyrie Irving tie-dye and this. He is a Hall of Famer. He's probably gonna go down as one of the top, at least point guards for top 10 maybe. Here's a Kobe Bryant Topps Finest, it's just the base. Roy Halladay Blue, just like the color match for this. This is out of 399. Paolo Banchero Red Flood, buying a lot of him. I think he is going to have a breakout year with just the Magic in general, going to have a breakout year. Frank Thomas Refractor, Bowman Chrome. I like this set a lot. I think it doesn't get the recognition. This was the set I grew up on, just from a nostalgic reason, but I honestly think this is one of Bowman's best sets, to be honest. I think that might be a minority decision there on my opinion there, but I think this is the best set. One of the best, at least. Drew Brees Bowman Chrome. This is numbered out of 500. A Lawrence Maroney 2005 rookie ticket auto. He had a good career. I don't know. I picked it for fairly cheap, a couple bucks. Not numbered or anything, but just with these season tickets and with the auto, just thought it was a decent pickup. Here we have a San Antonio Holmes Topps Finest Black out of 99. Again, not a Hall of Famer, not someone we usually pick up, but he had a good career in the low short print numbered. Felt like it was a good buy, fairly cheap. Next stack, we have Albert Pujols Purple from Topps Chrome. This is out of 299. Alfonso Soriano, more of a nostalgic purchase. Again, this set, I love this Topps Chrome set. Grew up on it, and Soriano was one of my favorite players growing up. This is the refractor. Tom Brady, orange laser, yellow laser, I don't know. Thought it looked clean, centered up well, so we'll see. Terrell Davis White Mosaic, these are out of 25. A Tony Pacelli Mosaic Auto. He just got elected to the Hall of Fame, I would say, the last within the last 2 or 3 years. Not numbered or anything, but the auto looked good. So we'll see. Paolo Banchero Pink Ice. A Philip Rivers. This was labeled refractor, but this is actually the X-Fractor. These are numbered out of 250, so got this for fairly cheap. Topps Chrome Derek Jeter out of 100. I don't love this set. This is from most recent, I think 2023 Topps Chrome. Don't love this set, but out of 100, I think I got it for only a couple bucks. Thought it was a good deal. Like I said, this is one of my favorite sets. This is the Bowman Chrome Carlos Delgado Blue. These are numbered to 150. Cade Cunningham Red out of 100. Another one from those Topps Chrome says Michael Vick Refractor. Tom Glavine Refractor. This is from the 1999 set. And a Jamal Lewis Black Refractor. These are numbered to 199. All right, last set. This is the X-Fractor from that set. Ryan Howard. Got another refractor from that set. Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. Roy Halladay. I really love this set too. I know I've been saying a lot of these sets I like, but I just liked it from the sheer fact that the old Toronto's logo, him and his old uni too. This is the refractor, not numbered or anything, but really cool set there. John Smoltz Top Finest Refractor. The baseball's not numbered, but the other sports are, which I find a little weird. Sean Marion Refractor. Looked centered up as best as I thought. And then last two cards, we have the Luka Doncic Pink Pulsar. These are not numbered, but looked centered up to me. And then the LaDainian Tomlinson Refractor from the 2007 set. So we'll dive into these and see which ones are gradable and which ones are not. And then again, go over the ones that aren't and reasons why we're not saying them. Okay, so out of 35 cards we recently purchased, 22 came back gradable. And when I say gradable, for the most part, depending on the card, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit, for the most part, gradable we look at, depends on the card, but for the most part, a grade of 10. Some cards we will say a 9, and we'll go into that a little bit, what I mean by that, but some we consider a 9 to be gradable, depending on the card, like I mentioned. So out of the 35 cards we purchased, 22 came back gradable, which in our minds is a success. You're not going to get 100% of cards gradable when you are buying like this on eBay through these consigners. So just keep that in mind. Like I've mentioned before, always go in knowing that, you know, there's a good chance that the card is most likely around that near mint condition for the most part. Most of these consigners do a good job of letting you know of the dings, but for some, you know, they're not going to look at every single one as precise as you would look at if you were to send for grading. So with that, you know, we'll go into some of these cards that are gradable. So some of them that we feel are strong, that we feel like are 10s. This Todd Helton was clean. This is a card that we say we think is clean. We think it's a 10, but if it comes back a 9, we're okay with. Again, I didn't see any issues with this one, but this looks to be good. Chauncey Billup Refractor, clean. The Rasheed Wallace, clean. No issues there. The Tom Brady, clean. Chris Paul, out of 15. The Roy Halladay color match. The only thing we saw for this one, slightly left to right, but a little bit thicker on the right. But in my mind, not enough to, you know, warrant a 10 potentially. This is exactly what I mean by a card that when we say gradable, we feel this is a strong, potentially a strong 9. We did see, you know, one little, like right up here, a little bit of whitening ding, a little bit, I'm not sure what you would call that. But to me, not enough to warrant, obviously not a 10, but not enough to warrant anything below a 9. So, and with this type of card, what we purchase and within a 9, we feel comfortable sending this along. So we deem that gradable. As for the rest, I won't harp too long on the rest, but the Paolo, this was clean. The only thing was a little bit thicker on the left than the right, but not enough to warrant a 9. The San Antonio Holmes Black Refractor out of 99. This was clean, no issues. The Albert Pujols, clean. Tom Brady, super pumped about this one as well. This was clean, no issues there. The Terrell Davis out of 25, clean. Paolo, Cade Cunningham, both were clean. The Cade, I think the only issue was a little bit thicker on the left and the right, but not enough again that we wouldn't want to. We think that this still fits in that realm of a 10 for PSA in their criteria. The Jamal Adams was clean. The Ryan Howard X-Fractor centering looked great. Other than that, I think the only concern, and if you've seen this before, if you think this will get dinged, was the classic X-Fractor line. It's a little bit thicker. You can kind of see that. So if you've seen that before and you think that PSA will dock that to a 9, let us know and we won't send that for grading, because that's the type of card we wouldn't grade unless we're pretty sure it's going to get a 10. Roy Halladay, this was clean and centered. This is a tough set to get centered up, and we felt this was probably the best centering we've seen in a long time for this set. John Smoltz was clean, no issues here. The Sean Marion Refractor, I think the only thing was a bit thicker on the top than the bottom, but again, enough that we feel comfortable sending. The Pink Pulsar Luca, this was clean, no issues. I guess the one in... I don't know. I can't tell if it's part of the card. I got to do a little bit more research. I'm not even sure I can get it on right there, right above. I don't feel anything. Doesn't look like a scratch, or doesn't feel like a scratch or a bump or peeling or anything. I can't tell if that's part of the card. No, I feel like, yeah, right there. So I got to do a little bit digging into that. But if that's part of the card, then this looked clean. I don't see any reason why that's not a 10. And the Ladanian, this was clean. Setting looked great back with this green coloring, no issues there, no whitening that I could see. As for the other ones, I won't go into all the reasons why we're not sending, but for some of the known ones, the Mikal Bridges out of 99, especially with these Obsidians, the issue with these are just the thicker cards is you get a lot of this. So you got a ding there, looks like an indent, another indent up into that B. I think there's another one up here. So won't be sending that. Here's a card that probably would get a 9, but this is a card we wouldn't send unless we're sure we're getting a 10. So right off the bat, you can see 2 dimples, one right there and one there. So again, a card that if this was a high value card that we would be okay getting a 9, we would send, but just not worth it for this type of card. The Kobe Bryant, just the one corner was all dinged up. You can see down here. So unfortunately, won't be sending that in. And again, I won't go through all these, but the Frank Thomas Refractor, this is just scratched up. Same with the Lawrence Maroney. This is a card, again, if this was a higher value card, maybe we would send, but just the centering's too off for our liking for a type of card like this. The Tony Baselli, unfortunately, had nice little lifting above, back, or bottom of here. And then as for the rest, most of it was centering or scratch marks. The Phillip Rivers centering was off, and a couple of scratches, indents in the back. This is a card, again, we probably wouldn't send unless it would probably get a 9. We just don't feel like getting a 9 on type of card like this, so we won't be sending. It should have some whitening on the corners. This one, whitening, and then also whitening on the back, but also top to bottom. Centering was way off. The Michael Vick had scratches plus centering. This just had some weird like lettering leakage through. I can't tell what that is, but you can definitely feel it too. So won't be sending that. And then scratching, and I guess centering looked good, but too much scratch marks on this one. So that's our weekly purchases we've made on eBay this past week. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. And as always, please leave some comments. Please give us some ideas what you want to see, any questions you have around our strategy when it comes to buying sports cards. Definitely want to just expand our knowledge within this hobby. Till next time, peace.